Welcome back to Potent Logic, gentlemen. Provocative wisdom and guidance for every man. Today we're going to learn about why silent people are so successful. Let's get started. Life is distracting, noisy, and chaotic. It's jam-packed with difficult mental and physical tasks. You're being sucked into a tidal wave of pressure, but successful people can remove themselves from the chaos. Successful people are aware of the importance of silence. So here are 6 ways in which silence might improve your life. Number 1. Thoughtful silence. A period of silence is a period of reflection. Let's imagine a coworker approaches you and requests a favor. They want you to drive across town and deliver some paperwork that they forgot to send. When confronted with this subject, you may have a knee-jerk reaction and reply, "Yes, no problem," but then realize it is a problem 10 seconds later. You're suddenly short on time and stressed out because you answered without contemplating. These unpleasant situations can be avoided with a few seconds of silence. Instead of responding right away, how about pausing to consider your schedule? You recall how much work you have already completed. Because you told your coworker that you were too busy, they ask someone else. And with that, a small time of silence can keep your priorities in order and your schedule tidy. That is why successful people pause when they need to. They see silence as a chance to think about their options, because every decision is worthy of some thought. Of course, not everyone can evaluate their problems in silence. You may feel so uncomfortable that you can't think properly. You must conquer your fear of silence before you can effectively utilize these pauses. That is why many of the world's wealthiest and most powerful people are also the quietest. Number 2. Persevering integrity. A quick pause accomplishes more than merely allowing you to contemplate. Your decision gets more careful and decisive when you pause for a second, a minute, or an hour. You know you did your homework instead of doubting and second-guessing yourself. You consider the advantages and disadvantages and double-check your schedule. With all of your boxes ticked, you can now proceed without delay. Your conclusion is now clear and strong, whether you answered yes or no. People will treat you differently as your decision-making skills improve. They'll start appreciating and respecting your decisions, because decisive people mean what they say. This is the case. They constantly fulfill your promises. As a result, rather than saying yes to everything, they only say yes to commitments they intend to keep. People will respect you more if they have more faith in you. When others believe in you, your words have more weight. Any relationship benefits from that newfound sense of dependability, professional or personal. Your friends and partners will believe you when you make promises. Your coworkers and employers will believe in your abilities to excel. Silence can help you build stronger relationships and gain the respect you deserve. Number 3. Direct and concise. The terms of talking a lot and speaking a lot are not synonymous. Have you encountered someone who can go on for 15 minutes without saying anything relevant? Many people feel constantly compelled to talk. They get uneasy when there is silence, so they will fill it with babble and small conversation. The issue is that people rarely think when they're continuously talking. Even if the word count is enormous, they say relatively little. Some people speak and talk excessively. Have you ever heard the word fast talker before? A fast talker tries to deceive you by burying you beneath a mound of ideas and incentives. You hardly grasp what's going on towards the end. They frequently do this on purpose to advance their objective. Customers are often confused by salespeople who bombard them with information. Many people unintentionally imitate quick talkers. They keep talking because they genuinely don't know when enough is enough. They have no idea how illogical their arguments are. On the other hand, successful people talk little but speak volumes. To put it another way, they're always direct and concise. When a successful person requires something, they present it straightforwardly and understandably. They don't beat around the bush. They don't bury their agenda behind a deluge of irrelevant ideas. They say what needs to be said and then stop. This is one of the main reasons why successful people appear to be silent. They know how to pare down their requirements to the bare minimum. If 2 thoughts can be stated with just one, They will always be brief. Number 4. Psychological liberation. Silence isn't merely a professional advantage. It's also a fantastic tool for mental clarity. You may give your mind and space to reflect and feel free by becoming accustomed to silence. Our everyday schedules are jam-packed with stimulation, from freeway traffic jams to tightly packed spreadsheets. Every day, your brain is bombarded with an enormous amount of data. It's difficult to take a break from the constant flood of distractions in your life. However, if you understand the power of silence, you'll have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to set your mind free. Instead of fretting about unanswered emails, you can utilize these intervals of silence to free your thoughts from the constraints of regular life and enjoy the present moment. This is one way successful people manage to balance their hectic schedules. It's easy to crumble, lose control, and slip into a downward spiral when you're carrying so much weight on your shoulders. However, silence helps you relieve stress. Take a quick moment of yourself whenever you feel the pressures of your lifestyle creeping in. Simply turn off the world. Remind oneself of the important things in life, your ambitions, passions, and loved ones. Remind yourself of how far you've gone and where you started. Tell yourself that making mistakes is normal and that failure is inevitable. These moments will gradually melt away your stress, allowing you to return to work with a clear head and a happy attitude. You can spend as much time as you like in silence. Every couple of hours, some successful people enjoy a minute of silence. Others set aside more time to allow their minds to truly relax. A study published in the Annals of the New York Academy of Sciences in 2016 found that establishing a state of wakeful relaxation needs only 3 easy steps. Find a comfortable place to sit. Turn off all electronic devices, including your computer and phone, and softly close your eyes. Your thoughts will be restless the first few times, full of unresolved worry and anxiety. Because your brain jumps from one concept to the next, experts call this mix of thoughts and feelings monkey kind. However, you will grow accustomed to silence over time. You'll discover how to calm your nerves, relieve tension, and free your restless mind. Number 5. Enhance concentration. Silence not only relaxes you, but also uncovers many of your most productive tendencies. Take, for example, concentration. Any project requires your capacity to concentrate on a single goal. Few qualities are as useful or productive as razor-sharp concentration. Many successful people have used mindful silence to improve their concentration, and you can benefit from it as well. As things stand, few people can remain in silence without becoming agitated or bored. They have a strong desire to pick up their phones, open their computers, or do anything active. Doing nothing, as bizarre as it may sound, is a difficult task, but it's a worthwhile challenge. According to a 2012 study published in the Journal of Neuroscience, experienced meditators, or those who sit in quiet regularly, have significant cognitive advantages over those who never meditate. The most significant differences concerned attention. The parts of the brain responsible for attention were substantially more stable among experienced meditators. Because of this consistency, meditators can control distracting ideas more quickly than the average person. To put it another way, sitting quietly teaches you to shut out distractions from both of your environment and yourself. You will discover how to focus your thoughts and extend your attention span so that you can focus longer and harder than ever before. Sitting in quiet may not seem like much on the surface, yet it has a profound effect on your brain. Number 6. Inner wisdom. You may sense a shift in yourself as you become more at ease in silence. You may suddenly hear your inner monologue more than ever. Your thoughts were previously muddled, indecisive, and perplexing. You find it difficult to make decisions and solve problems on your own. Your thoughts become richer and louder as you spend more time inside your mind. You've overcome your fears. You figure out what you want out of life, and you allow your inner monologue to speak for itself. You might be shocked by how much wisdom you have to offer at this point. Normally, doubt and anxiety overwhelm you to the point that you reject your intuition. You ignore your inner instincts, You devalue your lessons you've learned and the advice you've shared. Silence is used by successful people to foster their inner voice. They value their own opinions and trust their intuition, although this requires time and experience. Your mind is so noisy right now that you can't hear your voice, but as you become more at ease in silence, you'll be able to hear your wisdom. Thank you for watching Potent Logic, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way. If you want us to cover a certain topic, let us know in the comments down below. It has been a pleasure.